I worship you, O great power, God of the universe. I worship you. I'm voicing out. Yes. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is June. Thank you for stopping by. In today's video, I will be talking about how I pray. Yes, I want to tell you just a little bit about my prayer routine. How I pray for guidance, how I pray for health, wealth, and a prosperous life. Yes, I want to share with you my 3-point prayer system that I have developed. And I find that it works well for me. So stick around now. So I want to share with you a little background story. My father was a lay pastor. I grew up in a traditional Christian home. My mother was an evangelist in the church. So church as usual. In my uneducated mind, childish at that time, granted I was a kid, I tried my best to envision God. So, of course, my image of God was that of a Santa Claus-like figure. Big man, flowing hair, sitting in this exuberant chair, a throne. So that was my image of God. Yes, that was my personal image of God. So that was my focal point when I pray. In 2005, I began journeying, to find God. And of course, it took me on some very unfamiliar path, if I should say. And one such path was a dark period in my life. One which, yes, it's part of my history, and I can't deny it, but it was like the toughest years in my life. Yes, what we would probably call the Job season. It was a long and windy road, lonesome, treacherous path. Yes, I prayed for divine intervention, divine guidance. I prayed to my Santa Claus, like God, for a very favorable outcome in this situation. But it never happened that way. And brothers and sisters, I got angry. I got angry with God. I stopped praying. I thought that, God had abandoned me. My Santa Claus, God, had abandoned me. He has thrown me under the bush. Or should I say, in the bush and under the bus. Yes. So I saw no real sense in praying anymore. I was left to the enemies. And I felt really, really bad. And then he spoke. God spoke. And it was, a good thing. It was a good thing that he decided to speak. And you know what he said? Yes, you're angry. But this is a time that I need to teach you some things which will be very beneficial to you in future. Yes, that's what he said. That's what God said. And so, I started again a little relationship with God. Yes, brothers and sisters, this is my story. So gradually, the anger became less, and I started reading, inspirational books. I started interacting with persons. I wanted to know more. I wanted to know about God. You see, even though my parents were ardent Christians, I should say, they were the old-fashioned type of Christian. And for me, I start to realize that, it has to be a little different. They understood their way, and I have to find my path. And so, little by little, it took a while, but little by little, I started to pray. But this time it was different. This time I wanted to know more about my existence, my purpose in life. I wanted to know who God was, whether I should have an image as to who I am praying to. What? I needed answers. For many days, I started asking myself, what was the purpose of my existence? Was I here for a specific purpose? Or am I here just as the product of procreation? If I say I am here for a specific purpose, then I want to know what this purpose is. But then, who knew my purpose? Who had the answers? I don't know. And so the cat and mouse game began. I tried to find out things that no one seems to be able to give me a suitable answer for. And I can't answer the questions myself. Brothers and sisters, it was like torture, torment. You ever wanted to know something that bad? You're reading, you're researching, you're asking questions, you're going places, seeking an answer. Yet no one is able to provide the answer that you seek for. And so I decided that, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, if I pray a little more, if I focus a little more, then I might find the answer. And then, brothers and sisters, I found God. Yes, I found God. I found God within me. But with this newfound God, then I was having a problem. Recall that I had a Santa Claus-like God. And now I am saying that I found God. This was something new. I must now learn to pray to my newfound God. And now I will tell you about it. So one fateful day, a happy day, yes, quite happy, I was trying to focus my thoughts on my Santa Claus God. But my new phone God spoke. You know what he said? He said, yes, wait for it. He said, I am the great power. I am God of the universe. Yes, I am great power. I am God of the universe. The voice in my head was quite distinct. The message was quite clear. But here's the problem. What do I do with my image, my Santa Claus-like image of God? Now, the voice in my head spoke and said, I am the great power. I am God of the universe. So now, how do I pray to power? How do I pray to nothingness? How do I pray to what? Supernatural being? I don't know. How do I get my Santa Claus-like image out of my head and focus on nothingness? a picture frame that is empty. How do I do that? This is where God's guidance comes in. So I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna do the part 2. The next video will be a follow-up to this one, so please look out for it. Look out for it. Yes, it will be a follow-up to this one. In that part 2, then we'll talk about further instructions that I have as it regards to prayer and getting answers for my prayer. Beloved, my people, my friends, if you find this video interesting, give me a thumbs up now. Like, comment, share this video. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Help me to grow. So, until next time, this is June, sending love from Jamaica.